Hello everyone. I'd like to share a reflection on life and its nature. Well, when we live our experience through life, we have to admit that we will always be hurt and we will always go through hard times. We may suffer in many ways, like feeling sad, feeling anxious, feeling ashamed, and so. Anger, stress, and so. There are so many underlying issues that we should constantly face and understand. There are moments in life where we may hurt people, or people may hurt us as well. And of course, these moments are painful moments, okay? But one important thing, even if you're a spiritual teacher, you're a holistic practitioner or whatsoever, it doesn't mean that you're without flaws. We are like any other person, okay, who has never meditated, who has never, let's say, studied the underlying mysteries of themselves, of the soul, of the subconscious. Because we are all human beings walking the pathway of life. And the most important thing is understanding that. When you move forward, observing your attitudes, because it is very important to learn how to observe your attitudes, how to observe your thoughts, how to observe your emotions, to then grant yourself the capability to go deep within yourself, meditate on these aspects of yourself, then yes, you really understand that beyond the surface of the mind, we truly have these hidden stones, okay, that represents our hidden issues that then manifests themselves into our everyday flaws in our character, in our ways of thinking, in our ways of reacting towards other people in certain circumstances. But the most important thing is acceptance. Accepting who we actually are, or who we have become in relation to our, let's say, flaws, in those underlying hidden stones that haven't been resolved yet. And the main key is to find a purpose in your life. Finding a purpose means being responsible of yourself and of your choices, where through responsibility, of course, you have the courage to face and admit certain things that you have never resolved in your life, okay? Because the ego always takes us to seeing things in a very superficial way. We elude ourselves on the surface of our mind. But when you go deeper and deeper inside, certain memories emerge, okay? That the coping mechanism of your subconscious related to your ego has, let's say, somehow impeded you in seeing. But the deeper you go within yourself, the deeper you understand the nature of your attitudes, the deeper you understand how to become more responsible of yourself, to take that courageous act, to admit, yes, I am in a certain way, or I have become in a certain way, related to certain experiences, okay? Traumatic experiences. that have then manifested fatal flaws, destructive flaws for yourself and especially for those who are around you. Okay? So it is always important to understand the reason. Give yourself a motive, a reason to move forward in life. Okay? That reason that gives you the necessary key to bring out the best version of yourself. Otherwise, yes, certain attitudes, certain flaws, and I'm talking in general, are damaging to yourself and are damaging to those who are truly close to you. You can push away even the people who really care about you. So you need to find a reason, something that gives you a reason, that motivates you to move forward in life, to thrive, to evolve. Understanding what you truly want from yourself, to have this reason, to have a purpose. But of course, it is very, very important, very, very important to admit your actual condition and to dig deep within, meditate on your actual condition, a condition that may be self-destructive and may harm those around you as well, of course, okay? And then discover the necessary answer that then gives you that reason, the motivation to move forward in life, to become the better version of yourself. This is a very important thing to understand in life, because life somehow can get really tough if you don't understand certain things. We have to understand how to rewrite ourselves constantly. Working on ourselves is a lifetime commitment, truly a lifetime commitment. You can be a spiritual teacher, you can be a holistic practitioner with so many years of experience, but on your human journey, there will always be certain flaws that you are invited to understand within yourself that can still be damaging to yourself and to others. So, when you choose, for an example, to be a spiritual teacher, to be a holistic practitioner, to do seminars where your reason is to help others, yes, the ego is always around the corner in this case, because the ego pushes you to appear in front of people in a certain way, and you want to appear, you are searching for acknowledgement. This is, let's say, something that, or this is, let's say, one of the reasons that drives you further from yourself. And instead of giving the example of admitting that you have your weaknesses, and you are giving an example of how to share your weakness together with others, and that way you give an example of how you find your inner truth, okay? Or let's say the solution to this issue is a great thing indeed. It takes courage, because many people want to appear in a certain way. Many people want to hang on to a certain reputation in life. But the most important thing is to always be truthful to yourself and be this example. Always show yourself for who you are as a human being, not only in your positive aspects. And remember, those positive aspects should be the result of how you have worked deep within yourself to resolve your, let's say, your inner issues that then generates your, let's say, destructive flaws. So, the way we appear to people should be the result of your honesty to yourself, without fear, without fear, without fear. That way you are an example, because when you choose to be, let's say, a spiritual teacher, the first thing is that you should even learn, accept the fact that you are a teacher of life itself, a teacher of life itself. And life can indeed be a very dark forest, indeed. And you have to accept this aspect of yourself and openly show to people that you are willing, and you are still willing, to be the example of yourself, to then deliver the better version of yourself for others. If this process isn't undergone, if this process isn't understood, well, many people hide behind what they want to project towards other people to convince them into a certain persona that you are. Okay? And you are eluding yourself, wiring your mind into some sort of elusive perception of yourself and of your own reality that you are projecting towards others. And you are creating an elusive pattern in the brains of other people. And this shouldn't occur. This shouldn't occur. So it's great to be the guru, sitting on the cushion on top of the yoga mat, telling people how to meditate and how to breathe and how to calm down their mind to go deeper within themselves. But the utmost important thing is, where did you come from? Who are you now? And in relation to that, what are you truly showing people? And where can this take you? In a negative, elusive spiral downwards, or on a pathway of what being truthful to oneself and honest to oneself is all about? That then becomes a positive mirroring aspect towards other people, to invite other people to do the same thing. So it's okay to be angry, it's okay to be sad, it's okay to feel resentful, but of course it's not okay to use these aspects of life, these, let's say, unresolved aspects of life, as an excuse, where victimizing yourself on the past is a constant. Okay? And of course, an example is feeling shameful about yourself regarding to your past, and then creating an elusive persona that projects what, let's say, that projects towards other people what this persona only wants other people to see and to believe in. And of course, this is a very intelligent and manipulative game of the ego. So yes, it's good to understand this. Okay? Anyway, wishing you a beautiful moment in life, everyone, sending many blessings, and it's always good to stay in the heart. Even if it's difficult and even if it's challenging, we should really learn to stay in the heart, no matter what we choose to do. Because, being a spiritual teacher or that gives an example in life doesn't mean teaching meditations or teaching holistic courses to other people or doing sessions, but it's how you conduct life towards yourself and how you project this towards others. It's being an example in whatever you choose to do. You can be a housewife, a banker, you can be a policeman, etc., etc. But are you truly honest to yourself? And are you courageous to project this honesty and inner truthfulness, which is the result of really courageously digging into yourself, to not be ashamed of your past, to not be angry with yourself towards the past, but to accept, where through acceptance you find the solution, okay? And you courageously become this example to other people. Well, this is what counts. This is what counts, because the spiritual teacher is a metaphor. The shaman is a metaphor. If you're honest to yourself in whatever you choose in life, this is where the spiritual teaching lies. This is where the shaman is. Okay? It's not about rituals or playing drums or doing whatsoever, because this is the ludical part, okay? And it is okay, but it's the person that is behind all of this. It is the person that's behind all of this. This is where the teaching comes, and the person behind all of this becomes the reflection of the others. Okay? Well, thank you for listening, and goodbye for now, and many blessings.